Hey guys, Moon360s here, reviewing something a little different today. I'm actually here today to review the cable TV and internet service provider AT&T U-Verse. So I've actually had AT&T U-Verse since November of 2008 when my family moved to this place. So we've had it for almost 6 years now. But recently our community upgraded our contract with AT&T from the U100 service, which simply means 100 channels, which is also not available anymore, by the way, because the old contract was like 7 years old, and a lot of things have changed since then. And also 1.5 megabits per second internet speed. Internet Express is the name AT&T calls it. And so we upgraded from that to our new contract right now, which includes the U200 programming, basically 200 channels, as well as a DVR, access to HD channels. On the internet side, we get Internet Pro, which is the 3 megabits per second internet speed, and we pay about $50 per month for all of that, and this is including taxes and other fees. So it's a pretty darn good deal for me, and what I'm talking about here is not available on retail, unfortunately, because this is a contract in which our representatives from this condominium complex where I live specifically negotiated with AT&T, so it doesn't apply to the general retail. But even for retail, their prices are, at least to begin with, are pretty competitive. So if you want to see the prices for U-Verse, you're going to have to check out their website, and you have to type in your address first to see if U-Verse is, in the first place, even available in your area, since U-Verse is currently operating in just 22 states. So after you enter in your address, you get to see all of the available promotional offers in your area. You can sort by the offers that suit your needs. U-Verse also offers home phone service, by the way, as well, if you're interested in that. So the bundles they offer look pretty attractive, and most likely you're going to get the service through purchasing a bundle with TV and internet or other combinations, because it's a lot cheaper. And they also give you other perks if you sign up, like a $150 reward card for this one, and free HBO for 3 months and stuff like that. But something that's really important to watch out for is the offer details, because when you sign up at first, the price listed is the price you're going to pay only during the promotional period, whether it's 6 months, 12 months, or 22 months. But when that period ends, you're going to have to pay full price for their service, and as you can see, it's not cheap anymore when you have to pay the full price. So definitely read the terms of your agreement when you sign up with AT&T carefully, so you know what to expect. So now I'll start talking about the actual service, and I'll start with U-Verse TV. So the equipment you're going to get when they install the service is a receiver / set-top box, whatever you want to call it. This one I have right here is the Motorola VIP 1225 model, and it does have DVR capabilities. This box is good for recording up to 233 hours of standard definition or 84 hours of high definition programming content. Unfortunately, U-Verse receivers do not support external hard drives for increased content storage at this time. I'm pretty sure most of their packages include a DVR, and if you want to add additional receivers for multiple TVs, you can do so for $8 per month. And also, depending on where you live, you might also get depending on where you live, you might get a black receiver made by Cisco, and I think the Cisco box looks a lot cooler, but they gave me the Motorola box, which is fine. This is the remote you're going to receive. It's a pretty basic remote with all the basic functions. Nothing super special about it, but when you compare this with my old remote they gave me 6 years ago, this one just feels a lot better. The other piece, and the most important piece of equipment you're going to get, is the wireless gateway. This thing is basically the central hub for all of your U-Verse TV, internet, and voice services if you have it. So this is the Aris NVG 589, and this gateway, at least for me, is a pretty substantial upgrade over the old gateway made by 2Wire that I had previously. This gateway supports the newer networking technologies and also has a built-in battery for backup in the event of a power outage. So now I will show you the actual U-Verse interface, and this is like the boot up animation, by the way, if you care with AT&T branding. So it does take some time to load initially when you first get it, or when you or whenever you reset the receiver manually, which is what I did, so I can show you guys the boot up screen. But normally when you turn on the TV, it's gonna start right away. So now it's finished, and it's playing the last channel that I was watching. But anyways, when you press the menu button on your remote, you would get to this screen, and this is basically the central command for U-Verse TV. Super simple, clean, straightforward interface here. The different functions are broken down into their respective categories. So I'll start with the live category, and first I'll take a look at the guide. And by the way, you can also access a lot of these functions right on your remote. As you can see, there's also a guide button, for example. So in the guide, you get to see the show times for the different channels, and you can also scroll around to see the programming for each channel as well. So pretty self-explanatory. Then there is U-Verse What's Trending, and it just tells you the shows that are popular at this time. And there is something called My Multiview, which allows you to see 4 channels of your choice, and you can see all of them simultaneously. You can customize it to your preferences, but I don't think it's all that useful, since it just feels weird to watch it like this. So I'd much rather just to have one channel on full screen. Then there's the favorites list and search. So when you want to know when a show will be on. Channel shortcuts, which breaks the channels down into categories for easy access, and also the government and public access channels. Over here is the recording category, when you get to see where you get to see and manage all your DVR recordings. So as you can see, I currently have 7 recordings, and if I click on this one, I get the option to resume play, start over, set how long I want to keep it, and also the choice to delete it. You can also see a list of your scheduled recordings. I have a couple of shows scheduled, and you can also add a recording here, or just press the record button on the remote. You can also see your recording space to know how much more you can record. Then there is On Demand, and they have a decent selection of movies and TV shows. They also have a good selection of free shows for you to enjoy as well. And you can use all of these sorting options to find the one you are looking for. They also have some interactive apps available if you're into that, you want to check that out. Then there is the help section with all the resources available for you if you need them. There is also the options page, channel options, parental locking, favorite channels, and hide channels, system information, and TV screen resolution. The highest resolution output available is 1080p, is 1080i for is 1080i best for newer HD TVs, and then there are the audio language options as well. So that's really about it for the main interface. And then in places, for example, when you're in a channel, you can use the arrow keys to see the upcoming programs on that channel. And when you click the info button on your remote, you can see a little summary of the show, and you have the ability to record the episode or even the series right on the screen. And you can also check for more show times as well if you're interested in the show you're watching. You can also see the names for the cast and crew, and also the audio language. For the picture quality, the picture quality is pretty decent, and it also depends on the type of TV you have, but the picture quality is quite clear. Especially on the HD channels. As you can see, I'm currently on the HD version of ESPN, so the quality is really, really amazing. Another cool thing that you can do is you can pause live TV for up to 60 minutes when you press the pause button on your remote, and you can rewind live TV as well. So a pretty handy feature if you want to make your own sports replays. So that's really about it for the TV side of things. So now I'll do a review on the U-Verse internet service, and I'm currently using the U-Verse service for internet connection right now, obviously, since I am on a web page. But they offer 4 speed choices that are available from 6 megabits per second down all the way up to 45 megabits per second down. And what you want to be aware of is the word up to, which means it's not 100% guaranteed that every single time you're on every single time when you're on the internet, you're going to get the speed advertised, but it should be somewhere close to in the ballpark of the speed that you're paying for that's advertised. And most of the time it actually goes above the advertised speed. It all depends on the situation. So the best way to know our current internet speed, so you would know if you're actually getting the speed you're paying for, is by going to a website called speedtest.net. And this website simply measures the speed of your internet connection at this moment in time. So let's get started by pressing begin test recommended server. Then it says selecting server based on the best ping. Then it starts to measure the ping, and basically ping is the delay between the computer and the server, so the lower the ping the better. So I got a ping of 30 milliseconds, which is pretty decent. For the download speed, I got 3.58 megabits per second, which actually is a little higher than the 3 megabits per second that I'm supposed to get. For the upload speed, I got a upload speed of 1.43 megabits per second, and I wish the upload speed could be a little better, a little closer to the download speed, since the upload speed matters to me, since I upload to YouTube a lot. But overall, the U-Verse service is pretty decent. The internet, from my experiences, has always worked for me, as in, like, I can still go on the websites, but again, as I said earlier, you're not always going to have the internet at 100% of the advertised speed, since from my personal experience, I usually get 3 down as promised by U-Verse for about like 70 to 75% of the time. So it's still really good, but just keep that in mind. So overall, AT&T U-Verse has served well for me over the years, and I'm only speaking for myself because everyone's experience with the service will be different due to a lot of unknown and known reasons. But still, if you're thinking about getting cable and internet, definitely give U-Verse a shot and see how you like. You can always cancel the service if you absolutely hate it. So basically, this is just my video review on the AT&T U-Verse TV and internet services. Hope you enjoyed. Let me know in the comments down below what company you have for TV and internet. If you also happen to have U-Verse like I do, please feel free to share your own thoughts on U-Verse as well. Would love to hear from you guys, and also please hit the subscribe button to support me so I can make more great videos like this. Thanks again, and I'll see you in my next video.